Okay. You know what? Y'all got me. Y'all got me. As someone over the years that's been called, every name in the book, in 2025, you can't just be a fan of nobody. Someone that's been a Tank fan, but, like I said, in 2025, you can't just be a fan of nobody. You got to be a glazer. You got to be a meat rider. You got to be all of this. I've been called all of that in Tank debates. I said that he could be the best of his generation. I said he knocks out Haney. I said he was going to beat Ryan. I said that, you know, him and Tiafimo is the final boss battle. I said him and Shakur will be a great fight, but Shakur don't have enough firepower to keep him off of him. I said all these things, and I stood on those things. But now, there's no debating it. There's no, you know, there's no maybe, there's no if, ands, or buts about it. Tank Davis is done. He's done. He's done, bro. Put a fork in him. He's done. And when I say he's done, I don't mean he'll never win another fight again. I don't say he'll never, headline a big pay-per-view or get a viral knockout. Or I'm not saying that his whole life is over, that he's gonna go downhill, that he's gonna, lose his mind. I'm not saying none of that. When I say he's done, I mean he's done trying to be the best of his generation. He's done the mindset that we project onto our favorite fighters. That is, he wants to be the best. He want to have all the belts. He wants to retire with, everybody in his generation on his resume. He don't care. He's done chasing that. And all the evidence should have been that he was telling us. But there's too many fake retirements in combat sports that we didn't take him serious. But he's been telling us for years, I'm done with the sport of boxing. I'm not motivated by the sport of boxing. I don't care. He gets asked about Haney. I don't care about him. He gets asked about Shakur. I don't care if I retire and don't fight him. I don't care. I don't care. We should have believed him. Because now, at 30 years old, in the middle of his prime, he accepts a fight with Jake Paul. Yes, we've seen gimmick fights. We've seen Floyd Mayweather take on Conor McGregor. We've seen, Muhammad Ali took, gimmick fights back in the day. Roy Jones fought, boxed MMA fighters. Didn't James Toney fought an MMA fighter as well. All these guys take gimmick fighters, but notice, look into all those fights. When did they fight those guys? When they were done trying to be the best. When they were done being a champion. When they were done grinding day in, day out, trying to run their generation. Floyd might have been 40 or damn near 40. All these dudes were old. All these dudes were past their prime. All these dudes had dropped the belts already. Nobody in the middle of their prime stole months, years, not years, I say months of their prime on a gimmick fight. It's not like he can't have championship fights right now. It's not like he's past his prime and he needs the money. It's not like he doesn't have top contenders he can fight right now. No, like this is actually literally choosing a gimmick fight. It's not taking a gimmick fight for money. It's literally choosing a gimmick fight over a real fight. And that objectively tells me that he's done. He's done. I still picked him to be Frank. I still picked him to be Roach in the rematch. I picked him to be Lamont Roach, and I think maybe he still fights Roach. Maybe he still wants that one back. But do I have confidence that he's gonna still try to go hunt down Haney, try to go hunt down Shakur, try to go hunt down Tiafimo? No. I don't think he does. He's already 30. He's already 30. He already fights what, once a year, twice a year at most? I don't think it happens, bro. What weight? I don't even know what weight it's at. I have no idea what weight it's at. I don't know if it even is a catch. I don't even know if it is a catch weight. It's an exhibition. I don't know if it's just fuck it, show up whatever you weigh. But regardless, Jake Paul's going to be at least 30, 40, no, at least 50 pounds heavier. At least 30 to 40. At least 30 to 40 pounds heavier because Tank out of camp is probably like 150, 160 maybe. Jake Paul out of camp is probably like 210, 220, but in camp when he's focused and locked in for this fight, he'll probably, he can get down to probably like 190, 200. He'll probably have 40 pounds weight advantage. He'll probably have a 6-inch height advantage. And he should be big enough to at least survive. Like, obviously, he's not gonna like outbox Tank. He's not gonna, I don't think he'll, even have the skill to land a punch to even really hurt Tank. I think it'll be similar to, Floyd versus Logan Paul, where the smaller guy's teeing off, but the other guy's just so big that even if he gets stung, he's just so big that he's able to just hold you and just survive. And I think it could actually be a really boring, like it could actually be terrible. It could actually be a terrible fight. It could be like Jake is too unskilled to hit Tank, and Tank is just too small to knock him out. So it's just going to be a kind of a stalemate, and Tank will probably win like a boring decision or something. I don't know. I mean, if he knocks him out, maybe that'll be a crazy viral moment and make it worth it. But I think the most likely scenario is just like Jake Paul's almost on his bike, just trying to survive the whole fight. He uses his size to survive, but Tank lands big punches all throughout, and then it just goes to a fucking decision. Yeah, it's an exhibition, so I don't even know. Yeah, if they don't call a winner, I don't think. I mean, there can be knockouts. I don't think they really. When you say it's an exhibition, that means you're not gonna really go for the knockout. But if they want to, they can. But yeah, they won't call it. If it goes to a decision, there's no winner. So unless you knock him out, like I don't really see what you gain from this. Which is why, furthermore, I think that he's done. Because like, you don't even gain nothing from this. You don't gain nothing from this, bro. You don't gain nothing from this. And it's in Atlanta, so I'm not going to lie, I'll probably go. Hey, Mr. Hypocrite, but Atlanta's only 2 hours away. I'll probably go. I told y'all Jake Paul fights are cheap. Jake Paul's gimmick is smart. He knows he's not, the elite of boxing, but he still is able to fill up arenas, and people are like, whoa, how is Jake Paul selling out the same arena that this guy fought at? It's because his tickets for most of his fights are $20. He knows his audience. He caters it to his young audience. Tickets be $20, $30. Yeah, they way cheaper than real boxing cards. He knows what he's doing. I don't blame him for it. But I don't even look at Jake in no type of way for this, because this is his gimmick. This has been his gimmick. But Tank is, supposed to be the adult in the room, the real boxer in the room. And he's elected to do this in his prime. And I'll say this, a lot of people hate on Tim Bradley. This was months ago. This was like right after the arrest. Tim Bradley said this. And a lot of people laughed at him. But I ain't gonna lie, Tim was cooking.
If not Tank, should Lamar fight Shakur next?
No comment on the arrest, but I'll just tell you this, Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off.
This was months ago, by the way.
This Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done, period.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something so like, and he looking, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is staying there. He's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight. And I know all y'all Tank fans going to come at y'all.
I was one of those Tank fans crashing out over this video. But here we are months later.
Y'all, you don't know, you don't see. I'm telling you. And if he get in that ring and he ain't up here, if he ain't all the way focused, bro, he gonna get beat by Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, if they gonna do it, he gonna get beat by Manny Pacquiao if he ain't all the way focused in the
I don't know
ring,
about all
bro.
that.
Seriously. So that's my take on Tank, man. I think he's done. It's the issues outside the ring. It's the fact that he wants to change and he wants to, you know, he has a lot on his mind that he wants to do, and he's kind of sick of the sport of boxing. So.
I mean, Nostradamus right here. He said it. He said it. It's true, bro. And honestly, like, if Tank fights his normal style, which I don't think he will, but like he shouldn't fight his normal style, like his strategic. We know he usually takes 3-4 rounds to even get started. The other dude will probably win 3-4 rounds. The other person is probably banking the early rounds. Tank is, building up data, almost the same as Canelo in a lot of his fights where he got knockouts. He probably loses the first 4 rounds. He starts picking it up in 5, 6, 7, and he's probably gonna get you out there at 8, 9. I don't know how many rounds this is even gonna be. That's usually his plan. And that was my prediction every time Tank had a fight. But now it's just looking funny in the light because that game plan, when he can't knock you out, it's trouble. We saw that in the Roach fight. We saw that in the Lamont Roach fight. If he can't knock you out and you bank those early rounds, you can beat him by decision. I don't think Haney would because Haney just don't have the chin no more. I mean, he could, but I think Tank could catch him for sure. And he has the defensive vulnerabilities and the vulnerable chin to get knocked out. So Tank could probably lose 4 or 5 rounds in a row and then catch Haney in that back 6 rounds. Shakur might dance around him for 12 rounds. Don't get hit with nothing clean. Tank is skilled, but the way that he fights is just the way that he fights. Shakur will probably bank too many rounds and win a decision. Teofimo, if he can't knock out Teofimo might win that fight. Stylistically, his plan is literally, his game plan for a lot of these fights is just let you cook till I figure you out, then I'm knock you out. And if he don't knock you out, yeah, I think Tank can be. I still would favor him in the rematch. But I think that his motivation is gone for anything outside of probably Roach. He probably wants to get that Roach fight back. But like I said, I don't think he cares about Haney. I don't think he cares about Shakur. I don't think he cares about being the greatest of his generation. Undisputed. I don't think he cares. And he told us for years he didn't care. And damn it, I believe him. I'm still a Tank fan. He still was my favorite of this generation, but he's done. He's done, bro. He's got 2 to 3 years of his prime. To me, your athletic prime is usually like from like 26, 27 until like 32, 33. We usually see guys decline around 34, 35, 36, especially in those lower weight classes. And when's Tank's birthday? Tank will be 31 in November. So by the time he fights Jake Paul, he'll be 31. So by the time he would, fight the Jake Paul fight and get back to real legacy fights, real, career path, championship chasing fights, he'll be damn near 32 with like a year and a half left of his prime. He's wasting months time out of his absolute prime on a gimmick fight. Every other person has taken a gimmick fight. Gimmick fights are cool. Like, I don't hate what Jake Paul's doing. I know what the game is. Jake Paul takes these retired boxers. He takes these retired MMA fighters. He gives them a payday. He figures out the ones that he can strategically beat. Like, yeah, this dude's more skilled than me, so I'll make sure he's 40 pounds less than me. Yes, this dude's, more skilled than me, but I'll make sure he's like a little bit too old to still beat me. Like, he plays it very strategic. But for this one, Tank is in his prime, bro. Like, Tank, you're taking this in your prime. Like, what are you doing? Like you should be able to beat these type of guys. Like, Tank could probably, like a 40-year-old Tank should still be able to beat Jake Paul. So why are you doing this in your prime? You're wasting your prime on this? For a check? You can get a check when you're 40 to fight an influencer. Why are you wasting your absolute best years on this? I don't know, bro. I'm reading the chat right now. Tank didn't chase legacy. Hopefully, Carmel Moten chases the legacy lane instead of the diva lane. Keyshawn will watch Tank call me crazy. Honestly, I would probably debate you a couple months ago, but maybe he would, bro.